for him moving forward.
Next game actually turned out to be a decent one. Arizona beats Atlanta 25-23. Kyler's day or return, I should say. 249 and one interception, added in a rushing touchdown that I think they won the game on a walk-off field goal, but this I think brought them close back into it. Heineke was hurt at some point. He had 55 yards and a touchdown before leaving. Ritter came in. He added in a rushing touchdown, and that's like 95% of his production here. He only had 6 attempts. Heineke's injury, excuse me, got a little sniffly here, is Heineke's injury is worth monitoring. Bijan did a lot early. I know it says he had 22 carries and 95 yards and a touchdown, but I feel like in the first quarter, I was like, holy shit, the Bijan breakout is here. But like he had one big run, he had the touchdown, and then they didn't go back to him all that much. Like it was little bit. And then we had Algier 9 for 31. So Bijan definitely had the game you'd want him to have. I just really thought after the first quarter, I thought this had 30-point day. James Conner was good, 6 for 73. Didn't get into the end zone though, so not a bad day. Like at the stat line, there's no targets, no receptions here, so the stat line looks worse. But for a first game back, I don't hate that. Nobody else of use there. The receivers were all pretty much garbage. Leading receiver was Scotty Miller, 1 for 2 and a touchdown. Drake London, 3 for 36. Now, yeah, 1 for 2 and a touchdown. That's your leading receiver for the Falcons. Rondell Moore leads the Cardinals, 5 for 43. Michael Wilson, 3 for 34. Hollywood Brown shits the bed here. 1 for 28. Why does the babysitter always text me in the middle of these? Unbelievable. Single dad life, man. Kyle Pitts, not great either. 3 for 30. Trey McBride, the breakout continues. 8 for 131. And boy, am I glad I didn't trade him in my dynasty league. Prater was awesome, put up 18 points. Koo has been awesome in real life. Crap for fantasy. He put up 5. And both defenses were crap. So hopefully you didn't have to stream either of them. What do you got for this one?
Look at this comment from Dom. Like, do I panic? Yeah, I would be panicking, bro. Like, it's so rough for Saquon. I was thinking about that watching that game today. Like, you can't do anything. And Pollard, like, we'll talk about that game in a minute. But yeah, I would be panicking. Like
the Twitter was all about the memes today with the Saquon Barkley sitting there realizing he's going to be on the Giants for the rest of the season. It was just meme city. So
yeah, just fake an injury, Saquon. Like that's just get out of there because it's so rough. And Pollard, like this was the perfect game, right? He didn't score. We'll get into that game in a minute. But yes, Dom, I would be panicking because it does not look good for either one of them moving forward.
Trade him to someone who doesn't know. You know what? And that was one of my takeaways that I wanted to get into on another show. But I've been through a lot of the I do my start sit and my start percentage for my alchemy article. And the one thing I noticed is we are really stubborn as like a fantasy community. Mm-hmm. There's players that are still being started. Like you'll look and it's like a guy who I'm not saying Michael Thomas because he's actually been decent, but say, Robert Woods being outstarted, like Robert Woods getting a 15% start rate while Tutu Atwell's getting 4%. I realize not that situation, but it's like, what are we doing here? People looks like everyone got take lock and they just keep starting the name over and over and over again.
Name cache. 100%. It's the Tony Pollard thing. Like it's
we do this all the time. Sell him to someone who hasn't realized that. And I'm sure in his rankings, Pollard, I don't know where he ranks in I want to check here. Where is he? RB18, so he's still an RB2. You can probably still get something for him.
It's so frustrating though. Good God.
So they're both still RB2s and they're both still big names, so you can probably sell them. Did you have any takeaways from this one here?
Trey McBride. Like, hello, Trey McBride. Like, that's the tight end we all want. We got another dependable tight end. Kyler Murray, like we saw last week, Clayton Tune, and just how inept this offense was. Amazing what happens when you give them a capable NFL quality quarterback, who Kyler is actually better than that. So, yeah, if you had Kyler and you stashed him or you have him on Dynasty, you're loving life right now because he looks legit and very good. So, like, those are my takeaways. And on the flip side, it's the lack of quality quarterback for the Falcons, man. It's just gross over there. And if Heineke, it's a hamstring injury. If it's a severe hamstring injury, I don't know. Like, this kid hampered this offense for a while. So, Yeah, Drake London, Kyle Pitts, and specifically Kyle Pitts. Like, people still hold
But
Dane Jackson to him. Like,
this is another
I don't
team
get
where
it.
I don't understand, why did they not trade for Ryan Tannehill?
Or
Arthur
freaking
Smith
go get
coached him.
Lamar. Like in
Well,
the offseason, particularly, they said we're not interested. I'm like, that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Just send them 2 first-round picks. Just do it. But live and learn, I guess.
yeah, the hard way.
Yeah.